Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Milton Walker. Opposition spokesman on industry and investment, Peter Bunting, is again calling on the government to ease the tax burden on small businesses. Mr. Bunting was speaking in Parliament today. TVJ's Andrew Laidley reports.
Any business earning over $3 million per year is expected to register and file General Consumption Tax (GCT) returns. It's a requirement which opposition spokesman on industry and investment Peter Bunting says is a disincentive to small businesses. And now he's demanding change.
I recall a study done a couple of years ago said 3% of the businesses pay 80% of the total. We can look at some modest raising of the threshold, and I look forward to, by the next budget, the minister being in a position to do that and to make life easier, particularly for our MSME sector.
Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark is in agreement, but admits he's in no hurry to implement the change.
The data suggests that most of the businesses in Jamaica are indeed small businesses. As the member mentioned, approximately 75% of them have sales less than 50 million. And those businesses, as I mentioned earlier, contribute GCT to the government coffers. Clearly, the position that the government of Jamaica is in, every $1 billion matters. The principle, as the member mentioned, of finding a way to gradually and modestly, to use your words, member, increase the threshold is something that we're open to, but it has to be, as you mentioned, very carefully considered.
The finance minister is also making a counter-argument to the opposition's claim, pointing out that there are viable incentives to registering and filing GCT returns.
Even though the threshold is 3 million, and we have lots of businesses with revenues less than 3 million, and they're not required to charge GCT on their sales, many of them still register and still file. The records show that nearly 3,000 of them, because they want to collect the input tax at 16.5%.
In an earlier sectoral debate, Mr. Bunting suggested that the government raise the threshold for general consumption tax registration from $3 million to $36 million per year. For the Business Day, I'm Andrew Laidley.
Oil prices traded lower today. Oil for delivery in December went down by $2.74 to settle at $66.43 a barrel. In currency trading today, the US dollar continued to weaken. The greenback slumped to a 4-month low as the Jamaican dollar strengthened. The US currency ended the day selling for $130.15. The Canadian dollar sold for $99.70. The pound closed at $171.85, while the euro is going for $149.95 on average. The JC index lost 40 points today, while the junior market declined by 10 points. Stocks posting gains today included 1834 Investments, Berger Paints, Cargo Handlers, Dolphin Cove, Epley, Grace Kennedy, Honeybun, and Indies Pharma. On the losing side were Barita Investments, Caribbean Cement, Dermont Trading, Express Catering, Fosrich, General Accident Insurance, and Jamaica Broilers. That's the Business Day. I'm Milton Walker. Good evening.